Yay! Yay! What's up, Dallas Cowboy Nation? It's your boy G from Jersey here with the Quest for Six podcast, man. So I posted a video yesterday basically calling Mr. Jones out and saying, hey, stop treating the Cowboys like average. You go large everywhere else, but stop treating the Cowboys personnel as like average. I've made several videos for over a month already about adding to the defense because your offense is so good, so dynamic. Your offense can win a Super Bowl, but you need help on the defensive side. I've made tons of videos on that, tons of posts on it. If you check back Twitter to November the 2nd, I said, hey, it would be ironic if the Cowboys took a pick and traded for Trey Hendrickson for a while, folks. I've been saying it for a while. But now, yesterday I said, if you wanted to go get a big fish because the defense needs a big fish, what about Max Crosby? Okay. And yes, I believe Max Crosby is a game-changing talent. He will change this defense immediately. And Trey Wingo earlier today, a respectable source, posted on Twitter that the Dallas Cowboys have inquired about Max Crosby. Everybody on Twitter is going off. Hey, it's going to happen. This is what we're talking about. I'm back in, right? But about half an hour ago, somebody that I follow closely, somebody that I respect, that I know has sources because he is the source, Clarence Hill, Uncle Chill, posted on Twitter that per his sources, the Cowboys have not reached out to the Raiders about Max Crosby. So the Cowboys have not reached out to the Raiders about Max Crosby right now, but that it doesn't mean that they haven't had internal discussions about Max Crosby. And that's positive. That is completely positive, right? Because that means that they're sitting at the table, they're talking about upgrading the roster, which is what we want. That's exactly what we want. We want to know that at least they are looking at the roster and saying, hey, how can we get better? Can Max Crosby help us? And that's great, right? But what I also caution is that if our current edges, Ezaraku, Clowney, Fowler, Houston, if those guys get respectable pressure on the quarterbacks, right, like they have been, right, is that going to give the Jones group a false sense that we have enough on the edge in-house? And that can happen, right? The other thing that can happen is that when teams use the Cowboys name and they link the Cowboys name to a player, it usually drives the price up on players with other teams that might want to also inquire about those players. And we know that there's teams that are competing that need edge help as well. The Eagles, right? They're going to be in whatever market the Cowboys are in. The Eagles are going to be right there, okay? But what I want to say is that let's say that Max doesn't happen, right? If Max doesn't happen, that doesn't mean that the Bucs should stop there. What if we go out and we get a defensive tackle like a Quinnen Williams? What happens if Quinnen Williams can be had for a Green Bay first-round pick, a Jalen Tolbert, and a Sam Williams? You ship those guys and that draft pick to the Jets for a Quinnen Williams. Does that help your defense? I'm going to say yes as well. Why? Because Quinnen Williams can collapse the quarterback's pocket right up the middle. And if you know quarterbacks, if you ever heard a quarterback, the one thing that they don't want to see is they don't want to see pressure up the middle. And when you have a defensive tackle like a Quinnen Williams, like a Jeffrey Simmons, right, that can collapse the quarterback up the middle, that causes problems for the quarterback. But what that also gives, it also opens up opportunity for your edges, right? Because those quarterbacks are going to be moving outside. They can't move up. It gives them opportunity to get sacks, okay? So what I'm saying is, Jerry, go see what Max costs. But don't stop there. If you're able to call the Jets and somehow swing a trade for Quinnen Williams, kudos to you, because that's another move that we should all be aiming for. Quinnen Williams is a game changer. Don't lose focus just on Max Crosby. We can't focus just on Max Crosby. Start putting your feelers out and seeing what the Jets may want for Quinnen Williams. Go Cowboys.